Happy day, friends! Micah's learning all about bubbles today. This is her little Valentine's Day gift from Dad, along with a little monkey she got. Wow.
Do you want to try? Here, press this button.
You can do the bubbles. Wow, Micah, you're making bubbles.
And then squeeze.
I can teach you. You're doing bubbles. She was a little bit unsure of it at first when I was doing it. She doesn't love bubble baths. She doesn't seem to love bubbles, but now I think you're changing your mind. Bubbles. Bubbles. Look, more bubbles. Aww. Wow, look at those bubbles.
This thing works great
This
for $3.
$3, and it came with a battery and the bubbles and the tray, all for $3 from Target. Getting you with the bubbles. You want to try it? Get Dad with them. Oh, not in your face. Get Dad with them.
You gotta press this button. See this button?
See the little button?
Your turn.
Yeah, but where are the bubbles? Should I get more on there, Dad? I think that was a great Valentine's Day gift.
Come here, runny nose.
Way to go, Dad.
Good job, Micah Moo. Okay, you ready?
And wait, show them what you got for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
A new, same as his other one, but different colored jacket.
Now all of you saying,
he
how many
loves-
of those jackets do you own? I own
You
two.
own two now. He loves these jackets, so I got him another one, different color for Valentine's Day.
Whoa!
Go get him! Go get him! I also got him some gummy worms just to hit his little sweet tooth spot.
Dang, when you get a fresh thing of bubbles on there, it really kicks
I
out
know,
some
that's
bubbles.
amazing.
I'm really hoping it doesn't do anything to her.
It's just soap.
It's gonna make it slippery when it rains.
Oh, yeah, that's actually probably true. So I wanted to include this in this vlog because we just kind of shot a one take of it the other day, but I think it's a really good like point of conversation for you guys to have with a friend, family member, significant other, like whoever. We talked about it the other day. It was just a one take, but I didn't want it to go to waste. So here's a little conversation that Austin and I had about two different types of thinking that people apparently have. There's two types of people. One type of person like has a narrative, like a talking narrative in their head when they think, and the other type of person just like thinks about ideas and just kind of knows, like there is no narrative in their head. I am that type of person, and I asked Austin, he said, yeah, I have like a voice in my head that like I don't understand it. I don't get it.
When Jess first brought this up and
thought
she
I was
asked if I
joking.
had a narrative, like a narrator in my head that I like talked to or heard the voice of, and I was like, yeah. And then she was saying, what's that like? And I was like, you're toying with me right now. Like everyone has an internal voice in their head.
No.
And that's kind of what this article is bringing to light, is that there are people who do not. And Jess is one of those
people that does not. I just think things and I have my thoughts and there's no voice that's like, I'm not talking myself through things. I just think things and I know what I'm thinking.
There's so many questions.
It's so foreign to me
It
to
is.
think about a voice narrating.
So here's a question to you. When you and I are arguing, I'm having conversations with myself in my head.
If I really want to make sure that it's coming out the way that I intend, I do have to think it through, but I'm not necessarily like hearing myself say it.
What?
And maybe that's why sometimes it's easy. Like our daughter is making a racket right now. Maybe that's why like sometimes when I'm trying to have a discussion or an argument with Austin, if it gets to that point, sometimes it's easier for me to get my thoughts out through text or through like writing a letter, because I can put it out there. It's not like all jumbled in my mind. Otherwise, I don't feel like sometimes I can communicate the way that I want to. We were talking about this and asking each other questions and just trying to figure out what each other thinks. And the way that we read is differently. He actually hears the narration when he reads things. He hears the different voices. I just read and I understand what's being said. Like, I don't
and
narrate it in my head. It's so foreign to me.
So
it really kind of brought up into light some of the problems that we have with each other, or disagreements or arguments that constantly come up. And it really revolves around our different ways of thinking.
Yeah.
So when Austin, like work-wise, when Austin's trying to think about something that he needs to say for a video, I'll just tell him, oh, just say this. But he literally needs to process it and talk it in his head or whatever he does. Yeah. And I'm totally not like that. So
it's almost like I need to have a conversation with myself. I don't even know how you think about what you're going to say.
I just have thoughts. I don't have a voice. I don't have somebody talking in my head. I just have thoughts and I know them and they're just there.
So say you're going through heartbreak or like a very emotional thing, right? Like you just broke up with an ex-boyfriend or something. You have that heartbreak. How do you internalize it and how do you like work through it?
I don't talk in my head. I just think.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Like you don't, I don't know, guys. If I go through a hard time, good time, whatever, I'm always just internally thinking.
Yeah, but when you think there are voices, or a voice, your voice.
I know.
That's not how thoughts are supposed to be.
I just don't understand.
That's not how it's supposed to be. It's just thoughts. Oh my gosh, you guys, have this conversation with your spouse, significant other, like whoever. Have this conversation, figure out what type of person, and if you are different type of people like Austin and I, you will have a good conversation and figure out a lot about the other person.
We found from this difference in each other that she prefers quiet for the same reason why I like music.
Yeah.
Because music turns my thought off. Like that little voice in my head becomes quiet the minute I turn on music. And for the same reason why you like quiet. I
just like quiet, and that's when I feel I can be present and doing stuff.
That's so wild to me. Like when you say your mind runs, what is it?
It just thinks about things. It thinks. It does what it's supposed to do. It thinks. I'm thinking about things like
what? Like what are you thinking about?
There's just no voice in my head. There's no narration. I'm just having thoughts, and I understand what they are.
I don't know. This is just wild to me. I can't. Like, in a way, I can kind of see how your brain works because, like I said, when I listen to music without lyrics, it shuts my voice up and then I can think. I don't know.
Weirdo.
I don't know.
You guys find somebody that's the opposite of you and have this conversation with them.
It is weird.
It's a trip. A breakthrough.
We had a
breakthrough with arguments and certain things.
So there'll be times when it comes to problem solving, I'll have that conversation in my head. And Jess doesn't. And so we'll be like talking through things. And I've told her time and time again, you over communicate. She'll be telling me something. And in my head, I've already had the conversation. I've already solved the problem or whatever we're doing. And I'm already ahead in the conversation. But we just figured this out, hasn't had that conversation.
I still don't understand how you can have a conversation in your head and know what I'm thinking. Like, that's not possible.
It's not that. It's like when we're on the same page, working through something together, and we're going the same direction, I've already had that conversation. And so when you're telling me
the thoughts that are inside
your head,
see,
I get annoyed because I'm like, I'm already there. Like, yeah, obviously, like we're going
about
there.
It. So how can you be there? So for me, I have thoughts and ideas in my head, but they're not words, they're not sentences, they're not communicated until I either write them or say them. And Austin, the way that he thinks, he's already like writing it in your head or saying it in your head.
Just saying it in my head.
So it feels like it's been communicated to you.
Yeah.
But until I write it down or say it, it's just a thought in my head, and not like it doesn't exist out here.
Yeah.
But for you, it exists because it's been written or said.
So your dad must be the same way.
As me?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Interesting, man. This is so wild to me. And so I was asking her.
Psychology is such an interesting.
I just want to know how this wasn't known
prior
100 years ago.
The internet, social
because
media blows things up.
So much of this is how I learn, and so much of this is how you learn, and what your strengths are, and what my strengths are.
I feel like we're gonna be much better at having arguments from here on forward.
Yeah.
Because we understand each other much better now.
It means I gotta get patient.
Yeah.
I gotta get a lot more patient.
To be very patient.
Oh no.
You want another cracker?
But that also might help me in understanding my daughters better.
Yeah. I feel like Micah might be more like you because she tends to like music a lot already.
Yeah. You like to shut up that little internal mind?
And that might be why I talk slower than you. Like I'm thinking through it as I talk. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I have pauses and I think about like what I need to say. You know,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get it. I understand it now. And now you understand why I need quiet
in order to process
when I'm thinking and processing. Like, and I'm just like, I just need a minute. Like, just give me a minute. Like I'm
but
thinking.
think it like the thought is there. The thought is there. Like it's there. Why
like
do you
literally the other day we had an argument. And I was like, just give me a minute, please.
to think?
And now you understand.
Sort of.
And now
I understand. Better. I don't understand fully. You want music?
And you understand, now you want music. You want to shut us up and your own brain?
That isn't enough. What do you want to listen to? Post Malone?
You want some Posty?
Play Wow by Post Malone.
Yeah. A brief, cute intermission. Alright, this is just wild. I need to like internalize this. This is just so weird.
And I really think it's gonna majorly help us with future debates, arguments. God forbid they lead to fights. But I really think it's gonna help us kind of understand where the other person is coming from and how they think through things. So I'm really excited to kind of put that in our relationship toolbox. I guess it's fitting for Valentine's Day to talk about something that makes our marriage strong and our relationship strong. So there you go. Hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether it be with yourself, with your significant other, with friends, with girlfriends, whoever it is. Hope you guys had a love-filled day. That jacket looks great on you, babe.
Thank you.
Looking like a whole snack.
I'm looking like a whole snack?
Whole snack, I said. Whole. Complete.
They're fine by me.
Whee! Look, the doggies like the bubbles. Maple's getting excited. Stella loves bubbles. Get him, Mapes. Get him, Stella. Oh, don't worry. I'm getting him. Getting him real good. We were looking the other day for some patio furniture. Gosh, it's so bright out today, you guys. We were looking the other day for patio furniture, and it can be quite pricey. But I don't want to buy something that's not going to last us years and years and years. If you guys have any recommendations for patio furniture that has held up really well in all kinds of weather, we will get a lot of heat up here in the summertime, and in the wintertime it does get really cold and snowy. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let us know. We want to buy a quality product. It's gonna last us. The night is coming to an end, and we are gonna sit down and watch a few minutes of a show together. You got your little monkey? What did we decide to name him? Ooh, I thought we decided to name him either Tino or Red. Which one do you like? You don't know?
Red with 2 D's.
Red with 2
casting my
Ds.
vote. I gifted it.
Dad
I
gave
get
it to
name
you. I guess he gets
So it's
to
Red
have
the
the
monkey.
final vote.
I took Maple to the vet, and we were getting her back on some medicine, and hopefully
It'll do the
everything's-
trick this time.
Yeah, hopefully everything will do the trick this time. She'll be all better.
Yeah, we really do think that she flares up when she gets like some human scrap food. We don't know exactly what it is yet. But like we said, gonna end the night with some snuggles, some Valentine snuggles. You gonna tell them goodnight? Say bye, friends.
Say, we hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and we hope you be our Valentine.
Be our Valentine. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, friends.
Bye. You want to do it?